Orientation for public service announcement, round 1 and 2 for the Alabama HOSA State. Just an overview of this event. PSA round 1 takes place Thursday morning at 10:30 with the event manager and personnel orientation starting at 9:45 a.m. PSA round 2 is Thursday afternoon at 2:30 with the event manager personnel orientation starting at 1:45. Please see the competitive event schedule for your specific room assignments. Be prepared to run the event. Round 1 is a viewing of the PSA with the judges. The round 2 portion features the PSA viewing and a presentation. Plan to have 2 judges for round 2 and round 1, but the event can be ran with 1 judge. Advisors will be managing the event, and you may have event personnel that are advisors with students in the event, but ideally they will not be judging. Preparations for state conference. Print and review your event's guidelines. The manager is responsible for coordinating the event, and he or she must report to the headquarters to get the event binder and any other supplies or equipment that will be needed. The additional event personnel should plan to meet in the event room for event setup, and they should start orienting the judges to the guidelines and making sure they understand the rubrics. Confidentiality. All advisors should complete the online confidentiality agreement prior to State Leadership Conference. There's a link here to the form. Dana has also already emailed that out. If somebody shows up and has not completed that yet, please have them to do it on their phone if possible. Hard copies are available in headquarters. Confidentiality has to be of utmost importance in order to assure equity in future events. The judges will not fill out these forms. Advisors and students are not allowed to enter or observe an event other than they are assigned one at any time for any reason. Pictures or copies may be taken of events or event materials, skills, or equipment. These pictures may not be taken. Round 1 specifics. It's a 3 to 6 member team. They'll show a 30-second visual PSA that they produced. It should promote a health service organization, bring awareness to a health situation, or educate the public at large in regard to health and well-being. Round 1 will be a viewing only of the PSA by the judges. This year's topic is Be the First Tobacco-Free Generation. Teams will report to the event site at their appointed time. The team must turn in their forms or materials in a sealed large envelope, and they will bring a portable DVD player or laptop and run their own equipment. Judges use round 1 rating sheet Scantron rubric to evaluate. STEM Premier upload should be in place since the students went through qualification. Round 2 specifics. The top scoring teams from round 1 will progress to round 2 for the presentation portion. Team members have 4 minutes to describe their PSA after they play the PSA on their own equipment. Round 2 judging rubric Scantrons will be used. Just a reminder that the judges should not make any stray marks or notes on the Scantron. They should use a notepad for that because that could alter its ability to be scored. Scores from round 1 will be added to round 2 to determine the final results. The orientation for this event is completed through this video. Binders should be picked up at headquarters, and Dana's already sent out the separate binder video that explains every section. The manager will receive the following at headquarters: a binder with event directions, the competitor team list for either round, scripts, judging rubrics, Scantrons for the judges, event survey forms, and the judge's gift. Please bring any questions to headquarters that you may have after you have completed this video orientation and fully looked at the guidelines. If the assigned event manager cannot attend or pick up the materials, make sure you notify Dana Stringer as soon as possible. Another member of the event team will be asked to attend. It's imperative that someone be present to obtain the event materials and any additional instructions. The event manager and personnel should be very familiar with the guidelines for the event and follow them precisely. After the binder is picked up, There should have been a plan discussed through email with the personnel on how you're going to orient the judges, get students in the room, roll call, check IDs, orient the students. Consider where the students will wait their turn in a holding area, or will they get appointment times. Dress code will need to be checked, and guidelines in round 1, but no guideline check in round 2. Check the length of the PSA and the presentation specifically in round 2, and of course try to keep the judges on schedule. Remember, we have a new ID policy this year, so that was discussed in the binder event orientation video. Here's just suggestions on how to run the event. Orient the judges to the rubrics and the time limits of the event. Make sure they are familiar with the guidelines. Review the important points to be sure they understand. Review the rubrics and stress consistency between competitors. Each judge will complete their own rubric, and they may come together and discuss the rubric scores after all competitors have been scored. They must break any tie, and we already said about not making stray marks on the Scantron itself. Remind them they can't give advice to competitors like good job and suggestions on what should have been better right there. Thank you, of course, is fine. Advisors will notify judges if the competitors did not follow the guidelines. Event manager and personnel, other suggestions. Each room will have a table outside the door. We're checking the roster, roll call, identification at check-in, and discreetly checking the dress code at the table as they enter the room. If there is a dress code violation, keep it confidential. Plan to have a second event person discreetly look at their dress and make a mutual decision. If you're unsure if it's a violation, err on the side of the student. If there is a violation, document it. Remember, on the master summary form we discussed in the event binder video, and points will be adjusted at headquarters. The guidelines for this event state that hosts a uniform or proper business attire is required. We're only documenting dress code violations if they do not meet the dress code. After students have been checked in and are standing in the room, instruct the students to the process of the event, about the order that they will compete, about the holding area they will use, answer any questions at this time, and then send them to the holding or instruct them to return at their appointment time. That is your team's decision. In case of a tie, for round 1, a tiebreaker will be determined by the highest score on items on the rating sheet in order from top to bottom. Round 2, a tiebreaker will be determined by the areas on the rating sheet sections with the highest point value in descending order. Additional information: students will not know their final results until the award session. We cannot give individual students or team suggestions for improvement, but the judges can create a list of general suggestions that Dana can share with everyone after state conference. Make this list of suggestions on the event survey that was described in the binder video, and remember that consistency makes equitable competitive events. Keep the goal in mind. We're trying to set an example of high standards and integrity for our students while being as fair and equitable as possible. These are leadership qualities we hope to instill in all our members. Be the example. Conduct the event as you would like others to conduct events for your students. If a student has a grievance, listen carefully. If you can fix the issue, fix it if it can be fair. If you're unsure how to fix it, or even if it needs to be fixed, refer to their advisor. Their advisor can bring the grievance to headquarters in a professional, confidential manner. Keep in mind that everyone is doing their best and that we're all human. When the event is complete, thank the judges, provide them with a thank you card and gift, gather all supplies and straighten the room, complete the event survey, all event personnel, managers, and judges. Refer to the event binder for instructions on what items should be placed in the front binder pocket, and make sure that all items on the check-in sheet are accounted for. The event manager or personnel should return the binder and other supplies to headquarters. Thank you so much for helping us run the Hostess State Leadership Conference. It, of course, could not be possible without you.